We have a story about a blue father. Very appropriate, very much. He was an engineer type. Very much into detail and order. He wanted this home in order. We had a white wife. Did she care how the house looked? No. She didn't care how the house looked. Kind of. You know, as long as you could get from one room to the next. That's okay. And they had this yellow son. Was he into clean rooms? No. And Dad's at work. Can he control this? And they sit down, and he logically goes through everything. Now, do we have an understanding? We've got to train this kid. This kid has to learn how to take care of a home. He has to be responsible for his beds and sheets. Heavens, he would never change them. He would never change them. And Mama, is she going to fight the kid? No, everything is okay. And so Dad gets it all set up. Now, we've had this meeting. We're going to clean the room, right? You're going to change your bed once a week, and you're going to pick up the stuff, shovel it out, and you're going to get it all fixed up. Is that true? Yes, we got an agreement. We sure do, Dad. What's the kid saying? Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. He's into fun. That's the yellow. Into fun. So what happens, Dad comes home. You know, he's trying to control it. He's been to this parenting class, and he's trying to hang on. And every day he goes home, what does the room look like? And finally he comes home one day and loses it. He goes berserk. We've had this thing and it's been 3 years and I can't stand it. And he said, what is the matter with you? And he had his wife, you know, what is the matter with you? I cannot be home. I cannot supervise this kid. I cannot do everything. Is he into this? My responsibility. I got to get this kid fixed. Is he into that? Absolutely. And the mother's saying, okay, it's all right. And where's the kid? They didn't even know where he was. He was gone someplace. They didn't know where he was. And the mother says, I understand. Yes, we had an agreement. And Dad gets them all in there, and he finally gets them all settled down. He said, didn't we have an agreement? His eyes are bugging, and he can't tolerate this. Did we have an agreement? Yes, we had an agreement. I just wanted to know. I didn't dream it. No, we had this meeting, and we had this agreement. Do you remember this? Yes, I do remember. The kid is sitting there, but Dad, you know, he's got kids outside waiting to go to the beach. And the mother's saying, son, honey, yes, I do. I understand. And he's saying, please, can't you do this? She says, I understand what you're saying, but what's the big deal? And Dad goes, you're right. I can't do this. This is the white and the blue. Can you see the relationship? Can you start to see some dynamics in your own family? Whoa. Yeah, can I ever? That's what's wrong with her. That's what's wrong with her. On the way home, all my wife did was laugh. We came home. It was about an hour's drive back home. I said, that guy is crazy. You don't know what he said. That's no good. Who is he to know anything about our family? She goes, You know, and she was saying, hey, this guy is on the ball, and he said something, and it makes sense to me. And these reds are abrasive, and they do hurt their blue wives. I said, I have never hurt you. When a red talks about hurt, what do they mean? A punch in the nose, right? And I said, I have never hurt you. When have I ever yelled at you? Never swore at her? Never raged? Never did anything like that. I said, when did I ever hurt you? She said, you hurt me plenty. When we were first married, I'd go to bed a lot of times and just cry and cry. And what'd that do to me? I loved this woman deeply. I said, you got to be kidding. Why would you tell me now, after all these years, that I'm a rotten husband? She just said, well, I knew you were a good man and you were trying. Otherwise, I never would have stayed with you. I really hurt you? She said, yes, and I would cry. Why didn't you tell me? Because every time I'd cry, you'd disengage. Well, does tears work with a red? And if I said something and she cried, I would think, poor thing. You know, we've hurt her feelings. I would disengage until she had control again, and then I'd come in and connect again. Okay? Does that make sense? As a red. I didn't want to hurt her, so if she started to cry, I would back away. And what did that blue want? She wanted somebody to hold her and to talk to her. I said, when did I ever hurt you? And then she started naming real stupid stuff. I said, that hurt you? That hurt you? She said, yes, that hurt me. And I said, but it was true, you know? And she says, that hurt. And you weren't here. And you were off doing this, or you were off doing that. You weren't home for me. What did she want? She wants somebody to solve the problem? Now, guys, listen to this. They're crazy, okay? What did she want? She was yelling, kill the dragon. She didn't mean kill the dragon. What did she mean? She wanted intimacy. Intimacy. Now, when a red thinks of intimacy, what do they think of? Sex. You want intimacy. Okay, I can do intimacy. Just let me finish this tuna sandwich. Okay, I will give you intimacy. I can arrange that. Intimacy. Is this what intimacy is to Red? Yes, I know sex. I can do that. If you just hang on a minute. Okay, you want intimacy. That's not what I mean. What do you mean? Now, it took me a while, and I had to really work on this. There's a big difference between intimacy and love. Now, I love my wife with all my heart and soul, but I have a very difficult time about being intimate. Intimate has nothing to do with love. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe it's connected, but can you see what I'm talking about? She wanted to connect. She wanted an emotional experience. Me, emotion is anger, right? I got one emotion, anger, high and low, and that's it. You want emotion, I got it. You want emotion right now. And I control with emotion. I can intimidate, I'm powerful. But she wants intimacy, man. I don't know what you're talking about. You want somebody to slobber and bawl with you? Is that what you want? Yes, that's what she wants. She wanted to be held and for me to shut up. Reds, we court like a bandit. I mean, we just do everything. Once we're married, what? On to the next objective. That's the last time my wife saw me for 2 years. And I was gone. I was out conquering other dragons. I was killing dragons. I was out trying to get a home. I was trying to get a business started. I was trying to do this. She says, where's all the flowers? And I love her deeply and profoundly with all my heart and soul, and that has nothing to do with intimacy. Am I making a point here? If you want intimacy at the blue level, they want somebody to talk to. My wife lives with me, then we go visit my daughter, and they just talk. They sit there and they talk. Now my son-in-law is a Red, and we will sit down and we will solve the world problems. And we will do important things, big things. All the menial stuff, the nothing do stuff, we'll let the blues talk about. But the blues are loyal, and they're quality people. Quality, very, very high quality people. And we look to them for a great amount of creativity and honesty. They bring quality into our lives. They're wonderful, loyal people. Blues are very loyal to a fault. They'll stay with the sinking ship. They'll stay with some of you guys they should have divorced 30 years ago.